This is Roxi from the Paleo Convention in Berlin. I'm here with Darryl Edwards, or I'm here on Darryl Edwards, and we're just doing some primal play movements. Hello Darryl, how are you?
I'm very good. Yeah, I'm hoping you're going to stay here for the entire interview, but you might get a bit dizzy up there.
Yeah. So let us continue down to earth. Oh. So we're back. Hi Darryl, you did your talk, your speech, your workshop. How was it? How do you like the entire convention here?
I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. So it's the first time I've been in Berlin for kind of a conference, and so it's great to be at a paleo conference in Germany, and to share my passion for movement and for primal play. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, this is the very first convention here in Berlin, Paleo Convention, or in the entire Germany. You're familiar with that because you organized the first Paleo Convention in Europe, right? In London.
Right. Yeah, that's right. So last year, in October last year, I founded the first Paleo conference called Health Unplugged last October, and we're running it again this year for 2 days, 31st of October and the 1st of November. So it's really exciting to be here because I'm starting to think now about what I'm going to be doing in just about 6 months' time, or not even that actually, August, September, October. Oh my gosh! Oh my God! Yeah, 3 months' time. So no, I'm really looking forward to bringing that back to London.
I've heard they had a very good speaker here, the guy from London. He did a workshop and.
Yes.
Are you going to talk at your convention as well?
I will, yes. So. That's probably one of the benefits of organising the event. But I mean, to be honest, it isn't just about me, it's about everyone who has a story to share about the paleo lifestyle. So the one difference with Health Unplugged and some other conferences that I've been to is that we don't just focus on just nutrition and just some movement workshops, even though those are included. We focus on some of the other aspects, the mental side, the psychology, well-being in general. And so there's a lot about the paleo lifestyle that people are still unaware of, and that's what Health Unplugged is about. It's not just about paleo, it's about health in all of its varieties. And so yeah, that's extremely important to be involved in a project of that nature.
Yeah, and your program is also not just about nutrition or food. Your program is basically about movement. And yeah, your first book that came out was Paleo.
Yes, so Paleo Fitness.
Paleo Fitness.
It was my first book. Yeah, Paleo Fitness was my first book, and that was, at that time there were a lot of books, a lot of paleo books, a lot of paleo cookbooks, and a lot of books about paleo nutrition. There was nothing about fitness or working out when it came to paleo. So I wanted to share the kind of belief that if there was or is food that's optimal for humans based on our ancestry, there are also movement patterns. There are movements that we should be following based on our ancestry for optimal health. So movement should be just as nutritious as the food that we eat. Do you know what I mean? So that's what Paleo Fitness was about. And then my latest book, which is called Paleo from A to Z, is about every single aspect of the paleo lifestyle you can think of in one book. So 500 topics, over 500 topics, an encyclopedia, a dictionary of paleo terms, and it's available now.
It's a perfect book for beginners, I think, because there's some might be confused with all this terminology that they come across while reading all these books.
Yes, for sure. It's definitely great for beginners, and it's also great for those who've been living this lifestyle for a while, but they still have areas that they're not sure about, or they may just not want to spend a long time researching a topic. They just want to get the bullet points really quickly. How do I optimize my sleep? Here you go. I was talking about this subject earlier, about one of the things that I learned through the process of researching this book, because it's evidence-based, and I found out about the importance of laughter, and laughter improving and helping to create a stronger immune system. So everyone's aware of gut bacteria and gut flora to support an immune system, but not many people are aware that laughing every day, having a really good laugh right from the stomach, also improves your immune response, which is fantastic. So I learned a lot through the process of writing this book, and I'm sure for even veterans of paleo, they'll learn a lot as well.
Yeah, laughing is a good point, because besides of Paleo Fitness, you're also used to do your Primal play sessions,
yes.
like today in the workshops. So the difference, as far as I understand it, between Primal play and Paleo Fitness is that the Primal play is really just about playing and having fun.
I think sometimes when people think about play, they assume it's going to be not very serious, like really easy, just laughing and joking, and not effective. But actually the true essence of play is that it is effective, it is serious, and it's actually hard work. So I now dedicate and devote my life to play, because I believe it's the only way that I need to get fitter and stronger and healthier. And I want to be able to do this in my 50s, 60s, 70s and so on. I'm not necessarily going to be wanting to do pull-ups in the gym when I'm 80 years old, but I do want to be able to crawl, play with my grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and I want to be able to have that playful spirit. Not necessarily having to do that by going to the gym every day. Do you know what I mean? So I want to climb trees. I want to push my car when it breaks down for as long as I can. I want to do this stuff, and that's what makes movement really special to me, because I'm always thinking about ways of making it more exciting, whatever I do.
How did you start it with Primal play? Did you watch kids playing and just had a look how do they behave when they play, or did you think back how you played when you were a child?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of people talking about the importance of play, so I started reading some really good books about the psychology of play and why play is important. And sometimes when you read, you don't actually do. You don't do anything, you just read and you become like academic, like, oh wow, play is so important, I'm going to make it part of my life, and you don't actually do or become a play person. So I recognized the first place for me to go was to go back and think about when I was a kid and what did I do and what did I enjoy about fitness. And I didn't really enjoy fitness as a kid. When my teacher told me, do 20, do 50, I didn't enjoy it that much. But if I was with my friends playing football or playing basketball or climbing trees or throwing, whatever, riding the bike, I loved that. Being chased by some bigger kids on their bikes and getting away was scary but still fun. As long as you got away, So, yeah, play, I recognize that I'm a big kid. I never want to grow old. I want to grow young. I want to just have some joy in my life, and you have to be playful for that to happen. That's the goal anyway.
Can you play alone, or do you always need a group or a partner, like we did in the beginning of the interview where I was on your back? Do you need a partner to carry you, or to?
No, I mean, I think it's easier if you have a group. It's easier if you're with other people, but again, if you observe children, there are times when they can occupy their own space and own time and play by themselves. They don't need anyone else or anything else. They can create a whole world, a whole environment just here and play. And we lose that ability as adults, actually. So having others with us helps us create this imaginative world where it doesn't matter if I'm bigger or stronger than you are. In a lot of sports, it matters. Yeah. But if you're playing, then all that matters is that you continue the game. So I might make it easier for you, you might make it more difficult for me. That's what's important. Keep creating that mindset. So it's good if you can do this by yourself, but I think it takes a lot of effort.
And how do I meet people who are willing to do it with me? I mean, children go in the park or outside and they just ask other children, can I play with you? I mean, we adults, we don't do that usually because the other person might misunderstand that. For
sure, yeah. I mean, that's a very good point. I suppose you would probably go to your immediate friends who may have a similar mindset as you. For me, I remember once my friend and I were trying to do deadlifts, but as in deadlifting each other. Okay. So we were in the gym lifting heavy weights off the ground, and then I was like, I wonder if I could pick you up. I can do 180 kilos, you're 90 kilos. I wonder if I can pick you up. Oh my gosh, I can't. Like, why can't I pick you up? So this became the question around functional fitness. I was like, I'm functional to pick something off the ground, 180 kilos, but as soon as it's a real person, half of my 1 rep max, I can't pick you up. That's a problem for me. So we both tried to figure out what we could do, and to do that you have to become quite creative and quite playful, you know, and what we had to do was to get 2 people to lift my friend, you know, off the ground, which is embarrassing. Now I know how to pick him up. It took a while, but yeah, I think that's the way to approach it. You go to your gym or you go to your park and you say to your friends that you work out with, what can we do today that's a bit different? Or what games did you play as a kid? You know,
Tag.
Let's play tag. You know, what else did you play? Oh, we climb trees. Hey, do you reckon we can climb this tree? You know, let's try. That's all you need to do. And it doesn't have to be like crazy. Tennis. I can't play tennis at all. I am rubbish.
Me too.
Yeah, I am rubbish. But if I am in a tennis court, I could play for hours, but having fun. You know, you don't care about the rules. Just hit the ball back, run around, you know, through the legs, you know, close your eyes. You don't care as long as you're playing the game. So for me, that's what it's about. You know, not taking it too seriously. So you can create that play ethic and mindset anywhere. You don't have to have a friend who's playful. You can just create that yourself and then include other people who you feel will benefit from that.
Are you as playful as you are in your sports with your food and with your recipes that you prepare?
Not really. That's probably one area where I'm quite fussy with my food and I know what I like. But I do experiment. I suppose experimentation I'm quite keen on. If I'm cooking, if somebody else is cooking, I'm usually like, oh, I'm not sure. But if I'm cooking, I'm like, let me just try this, let me try that. I want to be playful in all areas of my life because that brings enjoyment. So that's my goal. I'm not sure if it's possible yet, but I don't want Primal Play just to be a group of people playing around and getting fit. I want it to be about how I approach my work, how I approach my friendships and my relationships and my work. You know, all of that, I want to be playful, you know, because I can be quite miserable. You know, when I used to work in my previous job, if you saw my face, it was always all the time. And people say, is anything wrong with you? I'm like, no, I'm really happy. Look, I've got a happy face. You know, can't you see how happy I am?
As long as I'm not crying, I'm happy.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And so now I'm learning how to smile again, and I'm learning how to laugh because it's and laugh out loud and don't care if people don't see that it's funny. I'm like, this is funny. I just tripped over and now it's funny. But before it'd be like, did anyone see? You know, did I look stupid? Did I look crazy? Now I'm like, hey, didn't you see that? That was so funny. What happened to me then? And it helps you to love life a little bit more because there's a lot of life which is not comfortable, it's not good, it's very sad and painful, a lot of what happens in life. So we need something to balance that out, which is far more enriching and powerful stimulus. Do you understand what I mean? So, and I think joy and laughter and play is the way to make that imbalance become more of a positive one. Sitting is killing you, all of you. So we're going to stand up because we're going to solve the problem right now. So let's stand.
And where can people find you? How they can get in touch with you?
The best place is probably thefitnessexplorer.com. That's where I blog about the paleo lifestyle. I have another website called paleofromatoz.com, which is about the book that I've just released. And of course, social media, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, all of them. Okay. Just reach out to me. I love social media. I love the feedback, actually. People telling me that they love or hate what I do. Of course, it's not nice to be told I hate what you do, but fortunately, most of the time it's very positive. And if people criticize what I do, it tends to be for personal reasons, not because what I'm doing is harmful. That's my opinion, of course, but yeah, I love feedback, honest feedback, so please reach out to me at Fitness Explorer is my tag name.
Okay, thank you very much also for playing a little bit with me and for your time for the interview.
You're welcome.
And enjoy the convention.
Thank you. Yes.
Dankeschön fürs Zuschauen.
Goodbye. Auf Wiedersehen. I don't know if that's right.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.